I have seen gods fly. I've seen men build weapons that I couldn't even imagine. I've seen aliens drop from the sky.
Yeah.
But I have never seen anything like this. How much more are you hiding?
Hold up. Let's go.
We are home. My son, it is your time.
Show me my respect and bow down.
You get to decide what kind of king you are going to be. Don't freeze.
I never freeze.
The revolution will not be televised.
Show me my respect and bow down. We own ya. We own ya. We only getting started now. Cause we own ya. Everybody think they know me now. Cause we own ya. You and I'm a homie. Cause we own ya.
I waited my entire life for this. The world's gonna start over. I'ma burn it all.
What happens now determines what happens to the rest of the world.
You will not be able to stay home, brother. You will not be able to plug in, turn on, and cop out.
Wakanda forever!
The revolution will not be televised.
Let's have some fun.
The revolution will be live.
And welcome to Mikey Explains Everything, Episode 1. Today I will be reviewing the Marvel Studios movie, Black Panther. First of all, it's a great fucking movie. I just want to get that out of the way. Great fucking movie. Get that out of the way. Let's get into like pretty much the details of this movie. Marvel found a way to Marvel this movie, which they always do. They always find a way to put that Marvel stamp on their movies, no matter how different a movie is. They find a way to just put everything you love about a Marvel movie, or everything that is synonymous with Marvel, the MCU movies anyway, the Marvel Cinematic Universe movies. They found a way to put that in this movie. One thing I was very shocked by how much humor was in this movie, because I really thought, not gonna lie, I really thought that this was going to be the more toned down, serious MCU movie, Marvel Cinematic Universe movie. I really did. I thought this was going to be that one. I was like, there's not going to be a lot of humor in here. This one's going to be extra serious, and it's just going to be this guy just kicking ass, throughout the whole movie and talking about peace treaties and shit like that, which is kind of like what the Ta-Nehisi Coates Black Panther is about too. Because I've read a couple of issues of the Ta-Nehisi Coates run of Black Panther, and it's pretty much just him signing peace treaties, and he was like, and it's him in council meetings, and from what I read, I haven't read all of Ta-Nehisi Coates' run on Black Panther, but I read a little bit of it, but they found a way to fit humor into this film, and I was very surprised by that. Like I said, they found a way to Marvel this movie. Like the humor is there, the colorful backgrounds are there, that special Marvel quirkiness from the Marvel comic books is there. It's there, just like in any other MCU movie. It's in there. Star Wars movie, they hit us with the Guardians of the Galaxy opening. You remember from the first Guardians of the Galaxy, they had a scene at first. You didn't get hit with that Marvel Studios logo with Captain America throwing a shield at you or some shit. all that shit. And you didn't get hit with that at first. You got a scene. I'm not gonna tell you what's going on in that scene, but like you got a scene, and then in order to break up the monotony, because that's what the Guardians of the Galaxy opening was about. Because like there was a pretty powerful, serious scene that happens at the beginning of Guardians of the Galaxy, and then like he was like, dude, you can't just go into that just being funny and shit, you know. So like, and the same thing happens here in Black Panther. There's a real serious scene at the beginning of this movie, and it's like, dude, you can't just go into the rest of the movie like this, you know. It's just, so they broke up the monotony of this real serious scene at the beginning of the movie, and humor and this Marvel quirkiness and colorful black backgrounds and superheroes and shit. They broke that up with the Marvel Studios logo and shit, like the opening to the Marvel Studios. So this is like the second time they've done this. I'm looking forward to them doing this in the future. You know, I believe. Wait, did they do? I think they did this for Civil War too. There was a scene in Civil War. Where they did this. So this is probably like the third Marvel movie they did this in. Like I said, this is probably the best plot of a Marvel movie, I want to say, because it's pretty much, because Marvel always has a way of making it a superhero movie, but also pulling from other genres of movies, you know, because like Winter Soldier is an espionage film, Guardians of the Galaxy is a space opera. I'm trying to think of some other movies. Thor Ragnarok is pretty much just Flash Gordon. It's paying homage to Flash Gordon. Doctor Strange is all about magic and shit like that. And this one right here is a coming of age story. It's pretty much a coming of age story for two young men trying to find themselves. That's pretty much what it is. It was like if you break this movie down, it's pretty much just a coming of age story for two young men trying to find themselves, find their place in this world, and trying to live up to responsibilities in what they are supposed to do as men, as young men. It's pretty much what it is. That's pretty much the whole theme of this whole movie. What it is. There's some racial undertones in this movie. There's some racial overtones in this movie, to where like I don't think any other race of people will get it, but black people will see it. It will be right in your. It will smack you right in the face if you're black. If you're white or any other race, you probably won't understand it, and like it'll be pretty much hitting in plain sight. The racial overtones and the racial undertones of this movie will just be hitting in plain sight. You know, like just it will. But like if you're black, it's just gonna smack you in the goddamn face, and you're like, man, you're fucking right, man. You are right. But I was trying not to curse, but I cursed anyway. Fight scenes in this movie off chain. I love all the fight scenes. All the fight scenes are great. Let's get into the characters. T'Challa, Black Panther, like I said, it's pretty much just a young man after the death of his father T'Chaka in Civil War. He's becoming the king. He's trying to find his place and trying to live up to the responsibilities of his father. There's a great scene in this movie that I don't want to spoil. I really don't want to spoil it. To where because like there's a part in this, I'm gonna spoil a little bit. There's a scene where he goes to where T'Challa goes to like the spirit planes, like he's in like a deep sleep, and he goes to like the spirit planes, and he sees his father T'Chaka, and he and his father T'Chaka have a very heartwarming talk. It was like a very heartwarming talk, and he's just pretty much explaining to T'Challa about his responsibilities of being king and his responsibilities of being a man, you know, pretty much. That's what it is. But like, and he's just trying to. It's just a young man who is also a superhero trying to find his place in this world, trying to find his place of being a man and trying to be a man without his father. You know, it's what it is. Let's move on. Nakia, Okoye, all of the Dora Milaje, they're in this movie. They're solid, just solid fucking characters. Lupita Nyong'o is Nakia, solid character. She's kind of the rebel of the Dora Milaje. She's kind of the rebel. You know, like she doesn't really want to fall in line, doesn't want to fall in the rank. Her and T'Challa got a relationship also. So like they also got a relationship. But like she's the rebel, she's the loose cannon of the Dora Milaje. Okoye is the by the book leader of the Dora Milaje, just a great fighter. She does whatever her king wants her to do. She's like, I am a soldier for Wakanda, which she is. The rest of the Dora Milaje is just there. Even the one from Civil War, Ayo, she's there looking good. Goddamn, Ayo is fine as fuck. But like Okoye is fine too. But Ayo, I was like, oh my god. But anyway, but yeah, the rest of the Dora Milaje is there. They kick ass. Enough said. Shuri is T'Challa's sister. She's pretty much the comedy relief of this film, is what she is. Her and Everett Ross are pretty much what they are. They're there to be the comedy relief. They're there to bring levity. They're there to bring levity to the movie, pretty much. M'Baku, the man ape, you kind of get a little bit of homage to his comic book costume, the man ape. Like, he's not a giant man in an ape costume. Luckily, thank goodness they didn't do that shit. But he is like they do his character justice, and he's surprisingly one of the best characters in this fucking movie. Really, he's one of the best characters. I was surprised that M'Baku was a great character, and he kind of brought some levity to the film. He brought some levity to this film, but like you got a little bit of, he's not quite man ape yet, but you get a little bit of a homage, a little precursor of him becoming the man ape. You got Claw in here, Ulysses Claw. He's pretty much a startup villain. You know, he's a startup villain. He's kind of a red herring villain. You know, he was like, when you think like, oh man, this dude is the main villain, you know, but he's kind of a red herring villain, and that's all I'm gonna say about him. I don't want to say anything else about him. Wakabi, Zuri, and Queen Ramonda, great background characters, very important background characters. They're not just background characters. I'm not gonna say what their purpose is yet, but I might say it in like a future reviewers or a future something. But I'm not gonna say what they're about yet. But they got a lot to do with the story. Angela Bassett as Ramonda, just being Angela Bassett, just being one of the greatest female actors of all time. Just being one of the greatest female actors of all time. She brings her Angela Bassettness into this movie. I talked about Everett Ross, and like I say, Shuri and Everett Ross are pretty much just comedy relief. Killmonger, Michael B. Jordan as Killmonger. Oh my god. Oh my god. This dude, I'm giving it to him until maybe Infinity War. I'm giving it to him until Infinity War, because we don't know what Thanos is going to do. Killmonger is the best Marvel villain, the best MCU villain of all time. Of all time right now. And like I said, until Infinity War comes out, I'm giving the mantle to best MCU villain of all time to Eric Killmonger. Oh my goodness. He is a dirty, slimy son of a bitch. Oh my god, is he an evil son of a bitch. And he's not just evil just to be evil, like, he's not just like comic book evil, like to just like, I'm evil so the hero can have somebody to fight. No, he has He has goals he wants to be. He has goals that he wants to accomplish. He has things that he wants to do, and he will run through anybody or anything to do it. Doesn't matter if it's male or female or child. He does not give a shit. He doesn't give a damn. And like, he might be, like I say, the greatest MCU villain that I've seen so far. Michael Keaton's Vulture from Spider-Man Homecoming kind of held that, but he kind of had a softness to him. He kind of had a you feel sorry for him kind of thing. Even though he's had a tough life, you don't really feel sorry for Eric Killmonger because of what just a dirty, vile bastard he is. You know, he's a dirty, vile bastard. Like, my God. And like, you can't wait for Black Panther to get his hands, and that's all I want, man. Like, that's what makes a great villain. That's what makes a great villain. To where you got such a vile human being, to where you can't wait for the main hero, to get his hands on him. And you like, yeah, get him. I was like, that's what Michael B. Jordan brought with Eric Killmonger. Like, you couldn't wait for the Black Panther to kick his ass. Like, you couldn't wait. But man, he's got it. He's got it right now. Overall, I think it's a great movie. Great fucking movie. Perfect movie. There's not one flaw in this goddamn movie to me. I give it a 5 out of 5.